audio. Check, check. Okay, alright. Can we hear me? Hey guys. Hi, future. I see Bill. I see I Blame the Author. I see Sloth. You can't hear anything? How about now? Can you hear anything now? I love your streets. Do you mean streams? Thank you. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Sorry, I had literally everything else set up, and then I was like, oh wait, I need the microphone. So, you know, that would be a problem. Okay, how are we doing sound-wise? Like, if I have it right here, can you guys hear me? Do I need to move it like this? Yes, yes, we can hear. Hello, everyone. Hi! What do you guys think of the new streaming setup? I hear you nice and clearly now. Excellent. I know I'm not, like, perfectly centered. I'm working on it. I have to migrate down over this way. Come here. I wanted to bring you guys something a little higher quality. Also, the camera is directly in front of my monitor, so I cannot see, like, half of my screen. But I didn't want it from, like, one angle or the other. I wanted it, like, right on, and I'm not tall enough to, like, get the webcam. Are we having an Elmo? If you guys want to be patient, I will run upstairs and grab Elmo. Is that what you want? He will make a quick appearance. We are supposed to be doing how to write a song in 30 minutes, and I made a little PowerPoint for you guys. So even if you haven't ever written a song before in your entire life, give it a shot, because it might be way more fun than you're expecting. There's no judgment here. Yes, Elmo. The stream title suggests we are learning how to write a song today. That is correct. How about this? At the end, if we've all been good and we get through everything, I will bring out Elmo. How's that? Alright. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna wait for everybody. Guys, also, I have widgets now, so if you subscribe, it should pop up on the screen. I think I set it up properly, so if I did that, then it will do that. It will do that thing. Been waiting to come back to the streams. Yay! I'll be right back. Gotta get my journal. Yes, this would be your opportunity. I will have this in the presentation, but right now, if with your extra time, get a something to write with. A phone will work well, and if you can, get something to record with, like your voice. Once again, a phone will work really well for this, but if you're watching on your phone, that kind of makes a problem. Noah says, probably gonna have to dip early this time, but hello everyone. Hello! For however long you're here, you can learn how to write a song. They make my week. Aww! Aww! Thanks. Oh, I'm glad. Alright. How many people do we have right now? I can't see. It's probably best that I can't see how many people are in my stream, because then if it's only like 2 people, then I can't get sad, because I can't see it. Okay. Let's see if this thing works. I have a... You guys ready for this cool transition? That's because I forgot to put the microphone on that scene. So, oopsie poopsie. I am still learning how to use this technology, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love that it doesn't show up on the on-screen chat. It just says purple face crying, face purple crying, face purple crying face. Purple face purple crying? Face purple crying. I think it's not purple crying face. That's weird. Hey, what's up, Echoing Videos? Awesome. Okay. So, we have our PowerPoint here. Come on, the stupid sound. It should be fine. Yay! Okay, it's back. Excellent. Alright, so, this is how to write a song in 60 minutes. And I have a timer up in the corner. Ha! I have to point in the opposite direction. That was weird. I have a timer in the corner, just because I can. And I wanted to learn how to make a timer on OBS, so that is there. Just a formality. I'm not gonna try to cram you guys into like 1 hour exactly here. But this is actually what my new long form video is gonna be. So you guys are the test crowd. It would be really helpful if you could give me some feedback on if this helped you or if it was completely unhelpful and you still feel uncreative like Poopy. I'm really hungry. I didn't eat dinner. Well, you should do that. You should eat dinner. It is a cool timer. Thank you. Echoing Video says, I am here, but I will likely fall asleep before too long. That is totally fine. You have a job that requires you to fall asleep at weird times. So, if you would, please, I request that you engage and you try it. For me. Para mí. Por favor. Let me know how it goes, because this is what I'm working on. I'm gonna make a whole video on this. Alright. So, this is how to write a song in 60 minutes. What you will need. Something to write with. So, a pen, a pencil, a phone works too. Something to record as well. Phone also works well. In the long form video, I'm gonna make sure that people are I'm gonna say, like, go get something to record on, but if you're watching this on your phone, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. If not, all good. But yeah, grab those things and come back. You have 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30! Yay. Okay. So, common problems, also known as excuses. I can't sing. Do your best. I can't play an instrument. You don't need one to write a song. My ideas suck. So do mine. Not all of them, obviously, but you need a lot of bad ideas to get to the good ones, so just keep coming up with ideas. I'm not special. Well, this I say, have you experienced an emotion ever in your life? If you have, that's called human experience. And that is the only prerequisite to write a song. Because if you have ever had a human experience in your life, chances are one of the other 8 billion or so people have also had a similar experience, and they can relate to it. I can't finish a song. That is excellent, because we are going to be working on that today. Can you tell I don't know how to use PowerPoint? All right. Parts of a song. This is our roadmap. Obviously, this is very simple. There's a couple other things in here there's a couple other things that I don't have in here, like pre-verses, post-verses, post-chorus, ending thingies. We're just going to be doing verses, chorus, and bridge. Who said candy corn? I'm gonna eat some hot dogs. I'm excited to write a song. Crayons and candy corn. I honestly probably could have used that as part of the example here, because it would kind of work. But yeah, so we're gonna have it be very simple. We're gonna have 2 to 3 verses. You're gonna have your hook or your chorus and your bridge. So the verses, just a quick rundown. I'll explain these more in depth. Verses tell the majority of the story. This is the part that is generally changing throughout the song, whereas your chorus is repeatable. It usually stays the same, and it kind of is the main thrust of the song, the main idea. And then bridge is going to be a bit of an epic vibe shift, and it often gives you some kind of new revelation as well. Um, what's up, Ryan? Future VR is my brother, and he has a massive crush on you. Oh, well, you probably shouldn't have told me that in front of other people. It's okay. We still love you, Future. All right, let's do the ting. Inspiration. Songs are meant to evoke emotion. Think of a time you experienced strong emotion. You've probably experienced this before. Please do not dox VR. Thank you. Don't even pretend to dox him. Thank you. If you've ever experienced deep emotion, maybe you experienced one this morning. You finally got up and ate breakfast, and it was the best breakfast you've ever had in your entire life. You could write a song about that because it's an emotion, right? The best way to evoke a strong emotion is to write from the experiences of having had one. So I want you guys to think in your head, use your little noggins, and think of a time you experienced a fairly strong emotion that you're like, I could probably write a song about that. Think in your brain. I'll tell you, wasted note, I've already kind of told you some of the things here. So as we're thinking about it, like, what happened? How did you feel? What did you think? Who was involved? Sorry, it's like right behind my camera. I need to move it just slightly to the side. There we go. Yeah. What's up, Shuriken Zone? We are diving into writing a story. Oh, by the way, guys, I put this PowerPoint in the description. So if I'm getting ahead of you, which I will try really hard not to, you can click on that and you can follow it. Also, don't please don't skip ahead. I know some of you guys are gonna do that and I can't help it. But let's just try to stay on track. Bethany said no doxing, so no doxing. Thank you. Yeah, Shuriken, we need your moderation in the chat. So right now we're thinking about, if you're just joining us, we're thinking about inspiration for a song. So Wasted Note, this is the song you guys have heard me talk about a couple times, and you've heard the story. But I'll just kind of recap it for the people who might not have heard this story. I went to a funeral, and it was for a guy who died, I believe, in his 30s, maybe his mid-30s. And I actually didn't say this in the video because I didn't know exactly who it would go out to, if it might go back to the family. I didn't want that to happen. But something that struck me about it was that towards the end of his life, he just kind of didn't really seem to make an impact. And the idea of not making an impact with my life absolutely terrified me. And so I thought to myself, well, it's highly possible. There's lots of these poets and writers out there and stuff who died before they even published anything. Like, people published their stuff afterwards and it became, famous. So I thought to myself, like, if I die before I get to release music, before I get to release any of my novels, before I, do anything on YouTube, I want people to publish all of my stuff. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Can't hurt me now. I mean, I'm gonna be embarrassed in heaven? I don't think so. So I wrote Wasted Note as kind of like this note to my sister of like, hey, if I die with this stuff unpublished, I want you to dig through, find anything, everything, all of my notebooks, all the lyrics I wrote, everything, go publish it, because there has to be something in there that can influence someone's life, impact them, and make a difference. So get that thing in your mind, write down some details, just some feeling words, maybe what you were thinking, the people, the characters, and we're gonna dive into verse 1. Again, I'm asking you guys, please write things. Just give it a shot, even if it's silly, even if you can't bring yourself to be serious. Do something silly. Just please, I'm begging you, engage with me here. We can do this. And I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I've written as well. Okay, verse 1. Verse 1 sets the tone. So, think about this like the first line of a novel. The very first thing is going to tell your audience when you open up. It's going to tell your audience, hey, this is the vibe of this song. This is what we're going to be talking about. This is kind of the emotion we're going for. This also, the verse 1 usually starts at the beginning of the story. So if you're struggling with like, oh, I don't know like where I want to start, just start at the beginning. It also is going to set up your rhyme and meter scheme for your verse. Now, please do not get overwhelmed. It is like, if you've never dealt with rhyme and meter before, I promise it's way simpler than you think it is. If you've ever written, I blame the offices, I'm so sorry, but bye, love your content, bye, it was good to have you. You can definitely watch this afterwards. I will try to chop it up for your convenience. So rhyme and meter is very simple. It is what makes a song tick. If you've ever written any poetry, if you've ever written poetry, it's going to be very similar to that. Okay, example. This is How Do I Say Goodbye by Dean Lewis. It says, early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. Immediately, we know what this song is about. We immediately know that this is about losing someone. This is about grief. This is about, I mean, obviously you can tell from the title, but there's kind of this somber There's a somber mood to it that makes you realize, okay, I'm prepared. This is what we're going to be doing. Rhyme and meter are my favorite part. I know, right? Whoever is writing that inappropriate stuff in chat, can we get them out? Looks like maybe someone got hacked. I will be blurring that in the edit. Sorry, you all have to see that. So here's another example, is Wasted Note. Again, this is the song that we've been talking about. What if I sing my last song? What if I write my last word? What if I put down the pen? What if I finish my work? Immediately you kind of recognize that like this is going to be kind of an introspective, kind of aware type song. It is oh, it looks like Shuriken Zone's chat is in black. I'm so sorry, Shuriken. He has like invisible chat powers. Once again, I am learning how to do this. I'm so sorry. Someone said, I didn't see anything. Same, nothing showed up. I got hacked. Yeah, that is unfortuitous. It shows up on the recording, unfortunately, so that's gonna be the problem. Anyways, so with Wasted Note, you can already tell, like, hey, I'm a writer. This is an introspective kind of thing. It's a bit somber. It's a lot of questions. It's this what if scenario. Okay, so we're gonna get into rhyme and meter. Please stay with me again. I promise it is not as scary as it sounds. Rhyme is two words that end with the same sound. Example is dog, frog, clog, things like that. So this is what makes a song feel interwoven. It makes all of the lines feel like they belong there, and they belong exactly the way that they're said. You are allowed to use slant rhymes here. That is, things that are not perfectly rhyming. So like dog and frog are a really good example of a perfect rhyme because it ends with the OG sound, like og. I'm a fan of slant rhymes. NF and Eminem use them, so it must be fine. Slant rhyme is just basically, it's not spelled the same, but it kind of sounds the same, and sometimes you kind of have to like bend the way that it's pronounced. So like in and when don't exactly sound the same, but they can kind of be manipulated to work. They also usually follow a pattern, and I'm going to demonstrate what these patterns are, but the patterns, three general patterns are AA, BB, AB, AB, and ah! Also known as quadruple A. So think about that as lines. So line A would end, or the first line would end with an A rhyme. Second line would be A. So it's like blah 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 dog, blah 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 frog, and then it would go to B. And say B is like ball, stall, Versus if you do blah 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 blah, dog, da 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 da, stall, da da da, frog, da da da, ball. Does that make sense? And then A would be dog, frog, clog, things like that. So here's some examples. This is an AABB example. This is, again, how do I say goodbye? Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but so little time. Once again, that is a slant rhyme, but it works. Nobody is breaking down Dean Lewis's walls. Example. And this is actually his chorus, and I have changed this little curse word here for you guys. The chorus goes, so how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole dang life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? Goodbye, life, eyes, mine, goodbye. All of that sounds very, very similar. Bethany, your chat on the feed is show what you're worried about, but the live chat is moderated properly. Yeah. Thank you. Unfortunately, that is going to show up on my recording, so that's the part I'm actually concerned about. Why did I put the sound up all the way during the part? I'm wearing my headphones. I am so sorry. I also realized I did not have an ABAB example. I have one that I have written that I can quickly read for you guys, and you guys will just have to listen. Is it goes like this. So this is a section from It'll Catch You. This is the song I played for you guys a while ago. So you guys will just have to listen. Holding the keys, lock yourself in, say that you'll leave, but who knows when. So keys, leave, in, when. Again, slant rhyme, still works. Guess you could edit that out after recording. Yes, I could. I will. All right. Does everybody understand? Is anyone confused? Is anyone like, Bethany, I need pizza first before we get into this next part. I don't have pizza, but I'm sorry I've been off here trying to multitask without a ton of success, I'm afraid. It's alright. It is a-okay. Alright. So if we are not confused, if we are not screaming and crying and throwing pizza all over the walls, we're going to move into verse 1. And, sorry. We're going back to meter. My bad. Meter is just the number of syllables you have in each line. And I have learned over the course of my life that some people do have a difficult time understanding how syllables work. So if you need to test them, if you need to test something to kind of figure out how many syllables there are in it, try to say the word without opening your mouth fully. So, satisfying. You can also do claps and snaps along with it. Satisfying. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So satisfying has 4 beats. Or syllables. This is what makes the song satisfying. Now, both rhyme and meter make it interwoven and feel satisfying. I specifically just kind of separated those because those are what stand out to me the most. That singing makes it, or sorry, not singing. Rhyming makes it feel interwoven. Meter makes it feel satisfying, at least to me. This is like, you know, when you hear rappers doing that like triplet flow, like da 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 da, it's really just kind of like makes your brain go like, ah, yes, all these words are supposed to be said in this exact manner. It fits perfectly. That is one of the things that makes songwriting so cool and satisfying and powerful and just supersedes regular talking. So again, an example of this is this first verse from my song Wasted Note. I believe each of these is 8 syllables. What if I sing my last song? Oh, it's 7. Each of these lines is 7. What if I write my last word? What if I put down the pen? What if I finish my work? So all of that is 7, and it all kind of flows very nicely together. Okay. So now it is your guys' turn. And I am going to stare at you for 5 minutes and wait for you guys to write. because I actually really do want you to write. So give it your best shot. Give me 4 lines, and it does not have to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect rhyme, perfect meter, but just get something on, the page. Your 5 minutes has already started. You have 4 minutes now. Go! And I will sit here and read your texts. It's quite dangerous to do literally nothing on stream, but I trust you guys not to just leave. I don't think my discoverability on streaming is that great anyway, so it's probably just all my people anyhow. Thank you, Ja. Well, I'm too lazy to write right now. I'm just here to talk to chat. Well, could you at least try to write verse 1? Just give it a shot. Just 3 minutes. I would normally give you guys like 10 minutes. Because I feel like that's better. But this will have to do. I don't have a country accent. Well, that's too bad. You got one now when I read your chats. You cannot escape my bad accents. What's up, Sloth? Oh. Did Sloth disappear? That was weird. How does the moderation thing work between the two? Where it's like it's not showing up on my YouTube chat, but it's showing up on my stream chat. That's so weird. Okay, so it does look like my mods have black chats, which is a problem for the background that I have that's darker, so I will make a note of that. Alright, you got 2 more minutes, guys. Dos más. And remember, I do have the PDF of this PowerPoint linked in the description, so you guys can follow along, especially if we are just joining. He retracted his own message. Oop. At least it's not a British accent. Sorry if I offended anyone. Good way to make me switch back into the British accent. And sing to yourself, my friends, as you are doing it, like singing the song is good. I can give you an example of a song that I'm working on right now. This is me being very vulnerable with you guys because because this is not a song that I consider to be like super deep. It's more like kind of poppy, but it's a song that I just kind of came up with, and it's wow, brain is not braining. It's one that I started writing and just singing because I wanted to prove to myself that I could still write without an instrument, and I can. Okay. So okay, this is gonna sound really silly, so I need you guys to not judge it, okay? And you've got one minute here. All right, let me see if I can get the note. Okay. Oh, you're gone? That's fine. Silly me for thinking that you had some free time. The same guy? No, I get it. I didn't really want to hang, so forget it. So, something like that. That could be your verse. Once again, it does not have to be perfect. And it does not have to be, like, the best thing you've ever written. Just write something. Ja says, I wrote a set of 5 lines with an A, B, B, B rhyme scheme. Should I try again to get a 4-line verse? Nope, that is perfect. That is totally fine. Songwriting is fairly subjective. I'm giving this layout just to give you guys some structure, but if you find something that works better that deviates from it, totally fine. Do whatever works the best. All right, you guys, time is up. We are going on to le chorus. This is the cool part. The chorus feels different from the verses. It's also usually the main focus of the song. Gives us some new information sometimes. What I've found is that the chorus is actually usually the commentary of the artist on what they are writing. So the verses may have a little bit of sarcasm or just kind of like taking this different perspective, but then choruses are where the artist will like really dig in and kind of try to drive home a point. The chorus also, so it needs to be specific enough that it can't just be slapped into any song, but it needs to be general enough. I'm going to keep writing. Perfect. Beautiful. That is, even though that is not what I told you to do, I'm happy. Keep writing. Perfect. The chorus should be specific enough that it can't just be slapped into any song, but it needs to be general enough that you can return to it multiple times from different parts of the song. So after we finish verse 1, we're going to go to chorus. Verse 2, we're going to go back to chorus. And if that doesn't transition well, the chorus is going to feel a bit off. So it has to be something that you can repeat multiple times. Examples. Wasted note. Uncover the pages that I hid away. Collect all the lyrics I wrote. When the sun sets on... Oh, it's supposed to be when the sun sets down on my final day. Oh well. When the sun sets down on my final day, I want to know I never wasted a note. This is kind of the main thrust of the song, right? So we have all of these questions in the verses of like, what about this? What about this? And this is the part of the song where I'm saying, okay, this is what I want you to do. If these things happen, this is what I want. I don't have control over these things. This is what I do have control over. This is my request. Following orders. No, well, sometimes. All right. And you guys kind of already saw the chorus from How Do I Say Goodbye? Is that this? No, that's not it. Is it this? Yes. Okay. So this is his chorus example as well. We're just going back a few slides. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? That's the main thrust of this song. That's the title. How do I say goodbye? This Dean Lewis is struggling with this feeling of accepting the idea of an oncoming loss. The picture that I got when I'm listening to the song is that the loss hasn't happened yet, and he is anticipating it happening. There's also another song by Viridia that goes, I'll never be ready to say goodbye. I'll never be ready. No, I don't remember what the rest of it goes, but very similar idea of like, and that song by Viridia is actually talking about like, even if I know the timer is counting down, I'm not going to spend that time focusing on the fact that you're dying. I'm going to spend it enjoying time with you. Anyways, so you've got your chorus example, you've got your chorus information, write and record. You guys are going to have another 5 minutes. Would you like me to have this slide up or this slide up? 1 or 2? Because I know this is probably more helpful. Chicago. Why are we talking about Chicago? When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. I can't sing too much of it, otherwise the stream will get copyrighted. Which isn't a problem, I can just cut that part out. But alright. Your timer has started. I did not pay attention to how much time it is. So you have 4 minutes. I am a fan of helpful. Okay, good. And I can also sing my chorus to you from the song that I was just playing as well. Again, it is a little silly. So, well, not silly. I don't know. It's just not as deep as like the other stuff that I write. I don't know. I will have to watch the rest tomorrow, have to dip, read, and see you later. Sounds good? Take care. I also was not paying attention to the time as well on this, so I don't remember when it was. And when I copyrighted, I feel it. Another stream. Oops. That was redacted. Oh well. Okay. While you guys are writing, I will serenade you with the chorus for this other song that I'm working on. Again, no laughter, please. I'm sharing unfinished work with you. Work that I probably might not even publish. So, you know. Okay. And now I'm doing it without any instrument behind me. I'm sorry to not be participating, bet. Gotta get a few things done over here, and then I'll be all set. No worries. All good. Tristan says I missed a couple words. That's okay. All right. So this is the chorus of the song that I'm working on. And I can tell you when I write these songs, I envision specific things. So like I kind of envision like this first line to kind of be sung with multiple voices, not just one. You'll know what I mean. Okay. So I waited for you when everybody else moved on through. You know my crew wasn't big, but there was room enough for you. He's the new jeans, I'm the old ones. He's the berries, I'm the lemon. You got a boyfriend, I lost a close friend. Again, not perfect, but this is me writing without an instrument and just throwing spaghetti on the wall. Bilbo, what are you doing? My dog is walking around on the hardwood floor and his nails are like... Hi! Hi, puppy. I wish I could show you him, but he does not get picked up well. Alright, you guys have one more minute. Uno más. But I am trying to keep an eye on the chat, so nobody get any more funny ideas, okay? Thank you! Yes, that is great. Something else I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. What do you guys think of my eye blistering thumbnail that I added to the stream? Where it's like yellow and stuff. I had a different idea for it, and then I was like, meh, I'll just make that thumbnail. So that's what I did. Alright. We are on to verses 2 through 3, which I have subtitled The Hardest Part, and you'll see I can explain that in a minute. So, verses 2 through 3, in my opinion, are the secret killer of songs, specifically verse 2. And the reason for this is because I feel like when people get ideas, they get like super excited. They're like, oh, okay, like this is what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna say like 20 Hamilton lines. Yes, we love Hamilton. When people start writing songs, they generally get ideas for the first verse or the chorus, and they write it out, and they're all like super excited, and then verse 2 feels like a rock. They're like, how am I supposed to add any more context to this? It suddenly feels like work. You're no longer just like totally inspired. you have to start reining this in and bringing control and structure to this, creative explosion you've just had, like diarrhea. I'm sorry, guys, I can't help it. So when you start doing verse 2, you are having to say no to all of the other things you can do with the song. So it feels a little more limiting, but I promise you, it is worth it. If you can get over the verse 2, verse 3 thing, the rest of the song just builds itself. All right. Verse 2 and 3 usually add more context to the song. You have to continue the story that you're telling, even if you're not necessarily telling a chronological story of like, this happened, then this happened, then this happened. You need to continue, you need to have some kind of beginning, some kind of middle, some kind of end. Even if that's just like a thought process of, I'm thinking this, and then I'm like, well, it could be this, but then I decide this. Does that make sense? If you are just doing if you are just doing some kind of story, the event that I told you to think about earlier, then just think chronologically. What happens next? This, then that. Cat in the Hat. I don't remember what comes next here. I cheated! Oh, poopy. Hang on. I actually did just juke myself just now. I cheated. In Wasted Note, I did verse 1 and verse 2, and then I went to chorus, and then I went to verse 3. So I'm telling you that up front, and I'm showing you what that looks like. That's my thing, writing-wise. Hey, what's up, Sasha? Hi! The PowerPoint for everything that I'm doing right now is in the description if you're just joining us. We are talking about writing verse 2 of our song. We are doing songwriting. You can literally just jump in. Just start with verse 2. Just do your best. And you can go back and watch the earlier parts of this stream to get more context. So in Wasted Note, if you guys kind of already know the song, the second verse comes right after the first verse, and it goes, what if tomorrow there's no breath for me? What if my heart chose today? What if my yesterday was the last one? What if no one is here when I say? And so that part actually leads into the chorus of, what if no one is here when I say, uncover the pages that I hid away, collect all the lyrics I wrote. When the sun sets down on my final day, I want to know I never wasted a note. So, then my next verse, which functions as verse 2, it's technically verse 3, will also flow into that. So, this is verse 3, and it goes, what if I touch all the lives that I will? What if that number is small? What if I only write half of my life? And what if I never share it all? And that last line goes, and what if I never share it all? Uncover the pages that I hid away. So notice how that chorus can be called back to that hook. From all these different places in the song. Here's another example, again, from How Do I Say Goodbye by Dean Lewis. I promise this will be the last example from this song. I just noticed that this, worked perfectly for what I was doing. When I couldn't, you always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always by my side. But I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So again, continuing this thought process of beautiful voice and songwriting skills. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. So again, we're hearing these thoughts of more reasons of why the author can't say goodbye to this person in his life. And we also get a chronological thing. When he talks about, I saw the way she looked into your eyes, and I promise if you go, I will make sure she's all right. You're getting another little piece of the story, because in verse 1, we have, I got a text, come home, and I'm fearing the worst. And then this part of the song is like, I saw the way that she looked at your eyes, which is the next part of chronologically, like, things that this person is remembering. Try to live your life the way you'd wish other people would live theirs. Raymond Burr. So true. Now it is your turn. Excuse me. Right. And record. I'm serious. I have a good song name. It's called Demons, Demons, Demons. Can I get the mic a little higher? Alright. You have 5 minutes to write verse 2. I'm gonna go back to this so you guys can get this helpful information here. And at the end of this section, I will see if I can plug in my guitar and sing something for you guys. I don't know where the 1/4-inch cable is, though. Only if you guys want it, though. I'm not gonna force you guys. I missed so much. It's okay. It's okay. You can go to the description and open the PDF file that we have. And we are just writing songs. If you already, like, and I think we talked about this before. You didn't want to write a song, you write other stuff instead. But that's, just what we're doing. If you have something you're working on, you could do that. It could be a silly song or something. Sing songs from K-pop Demon Hunters. I totally should. I was singing songs like that. I can't see the description. Are you on your mobile? Are you on mobile? How can you not see the description? Click on everything. See if one of those things works. I was singing Golden today, and I was like, man, I should really just straight up do a cover of Golden. But it's hard to, like, play guitar and sing that song for whatever reason. I can sing it, like, just with the backing track. But then I'm like, oh, if I do that, then I have to, like, do audio production on my vocals, and I'm, like, insecure about my audio production, and that makes me insecure about my singing. So I'm like, I just need to stop being insecure. Mobile, yes. Okay, so you should be able to click, I think it's either on the top or the bottom. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up my stream on my phone and see what it is. What it is. Oh, it is not letting me view. It's not letting me view it. Please. Here we go. Okay, if you're on mobile, just click X on the chat, and it should take you down to a screen like you're watching a video normally. And click on more. It should be under the title. You spit, I'ma sit. Let's see where we land. Burr. Aaron Burr, sir. That's a pretty nice thumbnail that I made. That's not too bad. That feels like legit, dude. I feel like cool. I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm Barnaby. I'm not singing anything purposely right now because I don't want this section to get copyrighted. It's hard to just chop those bits out. But I can sing it later. We are really close to being finished here, guys. You got 1 more minute to write. My head's not too deep, my T's on the steep. I'm modding the chat while watching Quantum Leap. Fire! These are fire lines! Shuriken Zone is tearing it up in a good way. positive thing. I wish you guys could see my dog right now. He's like on the ground, laying on a blanket. He's like all curled up. Yes! Okay. Your time is up. We are now going on to the bridge. And if you'll notice, I'll very cleverly have repeated it 3 times. The bridge, the bridge, the bridge. Alright, the bridge is usually a very different vibe from the rest of the song. In my opinion, I kind of describe this as like a little bit of an eye of the storm moment. So, like, if the song is loud, the bridge will be quiet. If the song is fast, the bridge will be slow. Not always, obviously. But, there's normally, like, this shift. And the reason that is because it is often used to present a new thought or perspective. So, if they've been saying this the whole time, they kind of just bring like an antithesis. An antithesis is the opposite of your thesis. Your thesis is your idea. Your antithesis or antithesis is the thing that kind of clashes with that. And usually artists will actually choose to bring this in because it brings a little more flavor, and it helps you realize that the artist is not just one-sided thinking. Like, they're a little more complex than everything that they're saying in the rest of the song. Oftentimes this will repeat a couple times, normally after itself, instead of going from bridge to chorus to bridge to chorus, unless you are a very charismatic worship leader, in which case it goes bridge, chorus, bridge, chorus, bridge, chorus, bridge, chorus, bridge, 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 chorus, 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 chorus. But you guys are probably not charismatic worship leaders in this context right now. The bridge will like build on itself a couple times, and then we'll have this epic release into the chorus. Or sometimes builds and then returns to kind of like a stripped down chorus. So, I'm trying to think of songs that do that in my head and I can't. Anyways, my bridge example is from Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. She says, "Maybe I'm too emotional. Your apathy's like a wound in salt. Maybe I'm too emotional, or maybe you never cared at all." The context of this song is kind of like this biting, sarcastic, like, oh, good for you. You moved on so quickly, and it's, like we were never even a thing, and like here I am still like totally messed up, and you're on to, a new girl and whatever. But at this part, she's kind of going, well, maybe I'm overthinking this, maybe I'm overreacting, or you're a psychopath. Which Taylor Swift also does this in I Knew You Were Trouble, where she says, "And the saddest fear comes creeping in that you never loved me or her or anyone or anything." Yeah! This idea, even though it still fits really well into the theme of the song, I'm kind of the opposite of a charismatic leader. For me, it's all in what I don't say. I love that. Once again, like, these bridge examples fit very well in the theme of the song. They don't like stand out like a sore thumb, but they bring a little more complexity and color and intrigue into the song. That's what you're gonna do. So, it is your turn to write and record. If you don't do this, I will find you and haunt you for the rest of your life. So, write and record. And by the way, the recording thing, I don't know about you guys, but I will forget how something goes if I don't record it. So that's why I have that in there. It's not as imperative because I know some of you guys are just watching on your phones and it's kind of hard to follow along. Excuse me. But in the long form video that I'm going to do, I'm going to really entreat people to record, because a lot of really great ideas just go washed down the drain because some idiot, me, I'm the idiot, didn't record, didn't record what they were saying. Okay, I wrote verse 1 so far. Awesome! Yes! Thank you. That is epic. And you will have time to go back to this, through this VOD, and once again, I will see if I can chop it up for you, make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to be making a long form video of this as well. I've already had my tune just a little while trying to write and listen. Recording ideas is a really good idea. Yeah, exactly. My dog speaks more eloquently. Heed not the rebel who scream revolution. They have not your interest at heart. I forgot what time it was, so you have 4 minutes. Let me out, I'm stuck. Neurosis. Okay, yeah, awesome. I met him a few weeks ago, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you have planned there for the thing, so I don't want to mess it up. I split some coffee. Oh, I spilt some coffee. Ooh, and now we're talking. I like it. Very cool. You guys have 3 minuets. The minuet in G. I'd be really impressed if someone first of all, got that reference. But second of all, got all of the references that I quote randomly throughout my streams. It's okay to write a bit, stall, take a break, and come back to it and see if fresh ideas flow. Indeed. I'm actually going to include that in the long form video that I'm going to do, where I'm going to talk about what do you do after you write a draft. And my personal workflow is I actually will step away from the song and maybe I'll I had to include the coffee scene. Heck yeah, that's great. It's real. If people will relate to that. For me, when I finish the draft of a song, I will put it down. I can kind of tell myself, I can kind of tell when I'm fading out a little bit, creatively. So I will just go ahead and, sing it, have it kind of in the back of my head, but I won't really worry too much about changing anything. And then I'll come back a couple days or the next day and sit down and go, okay, these are the things I want to change. All right, you have 2 minutes. I don't know if I already said that. Unless you're Elmo. Chaos is not a solution. Unless you're Elmo. Yes, indeed. Chaos is his solution, isn't it? Don't let me forget, because I promised you guys I would grab him at the end. But I will have to go off screen for 5 minutes because I have to run all the way upstairs to get it. I'm downstairs in my basement right now. You kind of can see my highlight light up, right up there in the corner. It's right here. You can see a little bit on the screen. I used a Seinfeld reference in the title of a vid a few days ago. No internet people got it, haha. But it sounded relevant anyways, so no one suspected a thing. That's great. Y'all, writing a book is hard. Recommend and don't recommend at the same time. You have to have real dedication. Elmo is coming back. Indeed. But just for a little bit. Not like that. Not actually all the way. Yes, writing a book is very difficult. You have to do it in bits and pieces, and people don't realize that, writing books can take a lot of time. Unless you are actually a, full-on, full-time author who writes, thousands of words a day, writing books takes years. It really does. And it's not as simple as just writing. There's plotting, revising, whatnot. Alright, so now we have written and recorded. We are on to the ending. This is the end of part of the song. And this is actually going to be very, very simple. This does not have to, don't overcomplicate it. The song should resolve. Whoop-de-doo. I know you guys are surprised. Even if that resolution is the fact that there isn't a resolution. Don't try to cram everything in your mom into the song, because it will sound verbose, which means a lot of words, and loquacious, which also means a lot of words. And you will find that it is just impossible to fit everything you're thinking into that one song. You have to kind of just keep it like, Bet, do you mind if I top shot during the final 5-minute break? Yeah, sure, absolutely. It does not have to be complicated. The example that I have from Wasted Note is literally this. I sing the chorus twice, and then on the last chorus I change the last line. Uncover the pages that I hid away, collect all the lyrics I wrote. When the sun sets down, oopsies once again, sets down on my final day, I want to know, oh goodness, I want to know I never wasted a note. And then I go back and I say, I want to know I wasn't a wasted note. So, in this line, I'm getting to the thrust and the core of the song. All this time I've been talking about, like, I don't want to have wasted anything. In reality, what I'm talking about is I want to know my life wasn't a waste. So, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Here is some random lady's contact information that was on this template that I'm using. And I finished with 2 minutes to spare. So, I will give you the rest of that time to write, figure out an ending, and don't worry about it being perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You have time to draft, change things. Verbose and loquacious sounds like a good comedy duo. It really does. That would go hard. That would be great. Let me see. While you guys are writing, I think I'll go look for my 1/4-inch cable and Elmo. Do not break anything while I'm gone. I'm gonna bring you guys on my phone, and I'm gonna be watching the stream. And if you guys are doing anything bad, I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna yell at you. Thank you, Shuriken. Alright, so I've got the 1/4-inch cable, and I have your favorite red monster. We say things Alexander Hamilton said. I actually technically do not need these headphones because I'm not hearing anything in them. Oh, oopsies. I have the feedback from monitoring my own stream. Go back to this. Yay! It's my face! I've never seen Hamilton before. Don't hate me.
Well, it's a little too late for that. Emma hates everything in the entire world and literally everything inside of it. But like in a loving way. Hang on. Elmo needs this right here. Elmo needs this. Thank you. Elmo. Yeah, so Elmo feels like a real streamer now. And, Elmo wants you guys to know that if you are writing a song and it's not about arson, then it's probably not as good of a song as like what Elmo could do. Where is the camera? Hello! Elmo thinks that you should write a song about fire. Because it would be great.
Did you know Weird Al wrote a song called The Hamilton Polka? Elmo, can you sing Hamilton?
Elmo's not throwing away his shot. He is not throwing away his shot. And you always just like his country is young, scrappy and hungry, and he's not throwing away his shot. He's gonna take a shot of orange juice. Elmo's trying to think of what lyrics you can sing from Hamilton that do not have curse words in them. It's very difficult. Ooh, what does Elmo do? Oh, what he do? Hey, ooh, what does he do? What does he do?
Elmo, explain your beef lore with Rocco.
There's no beef involved, it's just a rock. Elmo doesn't know what cows have to do with this. And, Elmo has a special message to everybody out there in the world. If you are watching this, Elmo has already hypnotized you and it's too late.
This Congress does not speak for Elmo.
This Elmo does not speak for Congress! How about that, buddy? Elmo's gonna... Elmo wants you guys to get real personal with him right now, okay? Elmo didn't know what he was gonna say. Hello! You can see Elmo in 4K now. In HD! This is so cool! We are bougie! We are living it up!
Jagner says, I appreciate this time to try and write songs. I don't think what came out is sufficient on its own, but the groundwork is there for a fun song if I take the time to add more to polish it up.
I don't know why I just did like 5 million different accents. But yes! Good. Okay, that's great. That is honestly the whole idea. If I can just kind of wet your whistle or help give you something that is good, something to get started with. Elmo's thoughts on the Byzantine beef.
Once again, Elmo's not quite sure why you were asking him about cows. But Elmo thinks that any kind of beef is probably tasty as long as you don't put like peanut butter on it, because that'd be yucky.
Elmo, we missed you.
Oh, thank you! Elmo has been having a very long Bahamas cruise in the closet, hanging up. But it's just basically been like a really nice vacation for Elmo. Elmo doesn't know when he's gonna come out of hiding.
You're not gonna come out of hiding.
Excuse you?
It's my channel. I can do what I want.
Yeah, but Elmo's the one who made you famous.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Anyways, so, if you want to donate to Elmo's GoFundMe to get out of the back of the closet, you can donate to that. That'd be helpful.
Touche, Elmo, touche. What is Elmo's favorite drink?
Orange juice.
Does anyone else have any more questions for Elmo before Elmo goes back tonight?
What? You didn't tell Elmo that he was going back?
You are going back.
Elmo would take this time to get real close. Once again, we are all family here, okay? So, if you hear anything about Elmo being hunted down for his crimes, Elmo was not here, okay? So don't do that. Anybody who joins just now is gonna be so confused.
Is Elmo Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah?
Probably Conrad, honestly. He deserves everything. He deserves the reward.
Does Elmo drink salt?
No, Elmo seasons his food with it, though.
Alright, Elmo's gonna go bye-bye after one more question or request. Also, I started going to PT for my wrist. So, excuse me. So that's gonna affect how I do puppeteering. Elmo, drop some verses. Give us some knowledge.
That is a good question. Give you some knowledge. Well, if you make a fire for a man, he will be warm for a night. If you teach him how to build fire, he will know how to make himself warm at any time. But if you set a man on fire, he will be warm for the rest of his life. You're welcome. Okay, bye.
I can't, guys, wait, hang on. I just perfectly threw him in a trash can. That was an accident. Whoopsies! But actually though, I keep hearing these things about Conrad and Jeremiah. What show is this? I'm confused. I keep hearing things and I'm like the girls on the bus, we were on like a camp bus and the girls were all talking about it. They were like, no, it's Team Conrad! He deserves everything! And then like Jeremiah, but Conrad is honestly the only name I remembered because they were talking about him more than they were talking about Jeremiah. Also, Streambet, hope the wrist is improving well. I'm sorry I was a bit lax there for a moment. It's alright. It's not your fault. It's the fault of the people who are hacking into people's accounts. I hope VR is not too heavily embarrassed. I don't recommend setting anyone on fire, Elmo. Well, you know, you'll have to take it up with him then. Alright. I am willing to finish up the this stream with some music if you guys are wanting this thing. But if you are not wanting this thing, I will not do it. But the summer I turned pretty. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Isn't it like a second season though? It's not like the first season. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Something, something. Gonna be glowing. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. Hang on, I have to sit at the edge of my seat to get the proper voice control. I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. Born to be. There we go. It's our time, no fears, no lies, that's who, where, born to be. Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. But these patterns put these patterns all in the past now. And finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe we're going up, 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 it's our moment. Sing your idol. I don't know if I know all of the your voice is so beautiful and raw. Thank you. I was born to sing Rumi. Is it Rumi? Yes, Rumi's. I'm born to sing Rumi's lines. Okay. There's a lot of Korean lyrics in this one, so it's kind of difficult to get all the way.
Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat endlessly in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be a sanctuary.
You probably wanted me to sing it in my actual singing voice, though. keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Play me on repeat endlessly in your head. Anytime it hurts, play another verse. I can be your sanctuary. Know that I'm the only one right now. I will love you more when it all burns down. That was off. More than power, more than gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. You gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who will love your sins. Gosh, this is hard to intonate. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Oh, give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. You're lost in my days, yeah, you can't look away. Don't you know I'm here to save you? Now we're running wild. Yeah, I'm all you need, I'ma be your idol. Boop, 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 boop. What is the part where it's like, thank you for the pain, 'cause you got me going viral. Oh, here it is. Shining with my fame. Keep it on, shout my name on your idol. Thank you for the pain, 'cause it got me going viral. Yeah, and this is my fever, making you a believer. I was born for you, only your idol. Don't let it show, keep it all inside, the pain and the shame. Keep it out of sight. Is that the part that's in Korean? I don't know. I love this line. Your obsession feeds our connection, so right now give me all your attention. The writing is so good. I'm the only one who love your sins. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. That's how they do it. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. Hopefully not blow out the microphone. I was a ghost, I didn't know. Huh. Huh. It's okay. Huh. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived 2 lives trying to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid, endlessly on stage. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dream so hard, we come so far now, I believe. Can we talk about the Soda Pop lyrics, though? No, for real. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. I had to drop it because I think I was singing higher than they're actually. I believe we're going up, 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 it's our moment. The battery's exhausted on my camera. That is probably a sign. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Hang on, I can switch the battery. The battery is not supposed to go out. Am I? What? Put that cheese on stage? No, for real. Feel the way my voice gets underneath your skin. Listen, 'cause I'm preaching to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Okay. I'm hopefully turning this camera back on. Time to go. Thank you for streaming today. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know. I'm talking like Mort from King Julian.
Oh, King Julian! Oh, King Julian!
I don't know. It turned into Elmo there. All right. Yes. Thank you for joining me and letting me serenade you with my beautiful K-pop singing voice. Bet I gotta go for tonight. See ya, Sasha. perfect timing. Everybody's leaving me. Thank you guys so much for joining. Stick around. I'm moving like full force in the music direction. Stay tuned for the short I'm gonna make about why you should not post any original music on TikTok because they will steal it from you legally. They can steal it from you legally. So keep an eye out for that. I will be saving your guys' tails, and I know I have my TikTok there, but I'm actually gonna be removing it after I finish those videos. I'm gonna post them on TikTok, and TikTok's probably gonna take them down, but I am going to try to get some word out there because it is crazy what they have in the terms of service for TikTok. Like, I'll give you guys just a preview. They say in their terms of service that you sign this when you get a TikTok account, that any content that you post and upload to TikTok, they get a permanent, irrevocable, royalty-free license to all of that content. So they can use it for advertising, to perform, to play, without paying you a dime. So you're welcome. That's a horrifying little fun fact for today. Thank you for joining. I hope you all have a delightful rest of your evening. I should be going to bed soon. I've been having a hard time waking up in the mornings. I'm like technically getting enough sleep, but still struggling to wake up, so I feel like maybe I should get more sleep. I need like 9 hours. I need like 9.5 hours, to be honest. I am a child. I'll be growing all the time. Okay. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. You are amazing. So, that is all I am having to say.